So H equals 2 and then negative 13 pi over 12. So if I would draw the picture, it's going back this direction, negative 13 pi over 12. So it brings me right here with a 15-degree angle. And when I bring it down, this length will be 2. So now what you need to go do is there's 2 different ways to do this. The first way, you could be using half angles, or you could use an angle sum. So your challenge will be to do one of them and then verify it with the other one. I'd like you to do both ways in this one because it's really important that you practice these, okay? So if I'm looking for the x value, I'm doing cosine. So for that, I would have my radian measure is negative 13 pi over 12. In order to do the half angle, so cosine the half angle, 1/2 times what will give me my negative 13 pi over 12? Well, to help you to undo division, I multiply. So this would be times negative 13 pi over 6. So your half angle, so when you multiply that together, you are actually going to get negative 13 pi over 12. Now what we want to do is we need to sub it into the formula. Well, I know that this will be, cosine is negative in this position, so I know it will be negative. The next thing I want to do is using the formula. It's going to be 1 cosine, it's plus, and then I have cosine of the angle piece right here. So negative 13 pi over 6. And then divide that by 2. And then you just need to go ahead and simplify. So this equals, it's negative 1 plus, now cosine negative 13 pi over 6. So negative 13 pi over 6 will bring me around here. Let me do this. It'll come around and then go 6 pi over 6 more. So then it will be right here. And this is a 30-degree angle. So cosine at this piece, because this is 60, is the square root of 3 over 2. So this is the square root of 3 over 2, and then divided by 2. I'm gonna get rid of that divide by 2. I'd like to get rid of it right away, so I'm multiplying by 2 over 1, and then I could have the 2 over 1 here too. And remember, this has to multiply into the group. So I have negative, and then I have 2 times 1 is 2, and then this 2 divided by 2 is 1, so plus root 3, and then over 4. And remember how you can bring out the 4, so you would have, this would equal negative, the square root in the numerator, 2 plus root 3, and then the denominator is divided by 2, and I can bring that out front. Now, from this point, that is if my radius was 1, but my radius is 6. So from here, it's 2. And so since it is a 2 here, right here it's a 2 right there, I need to multiply this by 2. So my measure here, this is 1, and so I would have negative 2 plus root 3. So as I start for my ordered pair, I'm going to have negative the square root of 2 plus root 3. I now need to find the y value. How does it rise from there? So I'm going to use the half angles again, but I need to use the sine because I need to know how far up it goes. So now we need the sine. So sine 1/2 of negative 13 pi over 6. Multiply it, and I would have my negative 13 pi over 12. So equals. So in this case, I know this is positive. So I know it's positive because I will be going up right here. So I don't need you know, the sign, and nothing with the sign. So I have 1 minus cosine of negative 13 pi over 6, and divide everything by 2. So this will equal 1 minus, and at negative 13 pi over 6, I'll put parentheses there. I already have what it is. It is root 3 over 2, so root 3 over 2, cut, and then divide that by 2. Then go ahead and bust out that denominator to make it easier to work with. And remember, that is a group. So that equals 2 times 1, so square root 2. And then these 2's cancel, so minus root 3 over 4. And then simplifying it, I would get the square root of 2 minus root 3, and then divide it by 2, or 1/2 of that. Now again, we are dealing with the 2 on the radius. It's not a 1. So I need 2 of these. So I would have, this would equal 2 times 1/2 of the square root of 2 minus root 3. And that cancels. So this does equal the square root of 2 minus root 3. So that is that's the second ordered pair. So 2, the square root of 2 minus root 3. So that would be the rectangular form. Now what I want you to do is grab out your calculator and give me the approximate answer for both of those. Pause the video and do that. So I've put the approximate in the red, negative 1.932, and then 0.518. And the reason I want you to do that is because of this. I now want you to go ahead and use an angle, sum, or difference when you're doing this. So we're going to do it again, but the approximate will tell us if we have the correct answer, because when you do an angle sum, you are not going to get the answer in this form. It's in a different form, and it's not easy to convert it over to the same form. So we check it with our calculator, make sure we have the same approximate answer. All right, so we're going to use angle sum on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a picture for you to see where you're at. And remember, we went back this way, and we went 13 pi over 12. So we have a 15-degree angle here, okay? And so what I want to know is, how can I get to this spot by using angle sum? You want to make sure you watch your negatives and where the negatives should be going. And what you want to do is you want to be adding this direction to get there. So when I'm looking at this, I see that 15 degrees, and if I have 30 more here, that's a 45. So that's going backwards. So that would be a negative pi over 4. And then to get to this piece here, when I'm coming backwards, that would be a negative 5 pi over 6. So now if I'm doing the x value, I need to use cosine. So I'll do cosine. And I'm going to add these. I'm going to do an angle sum. I could do a difference too, but I'm just going to do an angle sum. And I'm going to take my negative pi over 4, and I'm going to add my negative 5 pi over 6. Could I do negative pi over 4 minus pi over 6? Yes. The formula would be a little different, but it would all work out. So I'm going to go ahead and sub it in. So I'm going to have cosine negative pi over 4, and then cosine negative 5 pi over 6, and then minus sine negative pi over 4, and then sine negative 5 pi over 6. So now I have to go ahead and think about where these are. So if I'm coming back here, negative pi over 4 is here. So I would have a 45 angle here. So cosine there would be root 2 over 2. And then negative 5 pi over 6 would bring me over here with a 30-degree angle. So, and this is 60. So across from the 60 is root 3 over 2, but it would be negative. So negative root 3 over 2 minus, now sine negative pi over 4. So negative pi over 4 would be right here. So that would be a negative root 2 over 2. And then sine Negative 5 pi over 6 would be here, and that would be negative, so negative 1/2. So this will equal numerators, negative root 6 over 2 times 2 is 4. And I have 3 negatives here, so this will be a minus. And numerator is root 2 over 4. So your answer simplified together is negative root 6 minus root 2 over 4. Now remember, this is a 2 here, so I need to multiply this by 2. I'll change my color here. So if I multiply this by 2, this will change to a 2. So this will equal negative root 6 minus root 2 over 2. What is the approximate answer? Let's make sure it matches. Go ahead and sub that in your calculator. And you do get negative 1.932. So the ordered pair is starting at, so we're going to do negative root 6 minus root 2 over 2. Now I need to find the y value and how that goes up from there. So you're going to use sine, and you can use the same pieces or the same adding of it. So you would do sine negative pi over 4 plus a negative 5 pi over 6. I am going to leave that one to you. Remember what that actually needs to equal. It actually needs to equal, because this is your negative 1.932. This one needs to be the 0.518. So make sure you get that. Make sure you sub it into your calculator once you do the calculations for that one. So I just want you to be aware that sometimes you're not going to be exactly on the unit circle, and you do have some strategies using your angle sums and differences, or your half angles. Maybe there's a double angle, so just have to know your strategies in order to do this by hand.